Hello everyone, this is Rae-D Fletcher, also known as Rae-Shell. I want to welcome you again to another exciting video I have for you today. This beautiful young woman here is my wonderful auntie, my Aunt Regina. I want to just show you this dramatic transformation that we're doing today. I'm going to drop down in the bottom left hand corner her hair when we created the big chop. The big chop was done about a year ago, and this is her growth just from a year of her loving on her hair and also putting a little oil on it. That's right, she was using my oil, and you see we have already pre-lightened her ends because she had pre-existing color on her ends, and she was just letting it grow out. So she had salt and pepper hair at the base. It was a good 3 inches of salt and pepper hair. So we pre-lightened the ends to get that excess black off that has been there for so many years, and then we went back in with this nice plum crimson deep red color to even it out. Now the mixture from her base was a little different from her ends because her ends were pre-lightened, and I just went in with something a little less harsh on those ends because I had already pre-lightened it. So we'll talk a little bit later more about the color formulation, or I will put it in the body of my post. We've already shampooed out our hair, and remember, color removes color. So we put a little shampoo in for that first lather. Before we added any water, we added shampoo and just massage it in and kind of get that color that's left over on the scalp. And then we shampooed her with Patrick Bradley's I Don't Want to Brag, and we gave her the Mocha Souffle Deep Conditioner. Here you see her now in my chair. She wanted to try out a perm rod set because she wanted a beautiful, huge fro. And you know, when you do those type of sets, those things just get larger and fuller over time. So I'm just parting U-shaped partings around her head, applying some foam. Sometimes I use Nairobi, sometimes I use Design Essential, and sometimes I use this So Sexy foam from Patrick Bradley. Here in this case, I'm using Nairobi. I wanted a little more hold for her since this was her first style that she's doing since her big chop. And you know, sometimes that hair has to get trained and told what to do. So when we get to the top here, I'm braiding her hair in her face in the front because she wants that fro to come forward. I didn't want it to go back out of her face. So we're riding it in a circular pattern all the way around, sometimes alternating. Don't get so caught up in setting the hair in one direction because after a while, those curls will marry each other and they will bind and bond together. So you want to go, to the left, you want to go to the right, set clockwise and then counterclockwise, and that way those curls will play off of each other and just build and make a larger set. So we finished her set. I use end papers. I'm old school. I don't want any fishtails. And there you see, there it is. That put a little oil on it. I'm putting it on her hair and spraying it directly on the scalp. And now I'm going to give her a nice little edge up. Her hair grows so far down her neckline, so she wants to clean that up. And then I'm going to start separating those curls to make the fro larger and larger. Remember, the more you separate those curls, the bigger it will get. And I didn't want it too big. Ironically, she wants it to let it get larger over time. And I highly recommend that in some cases, unless your client is going somewhere that night or that day, you may not want to separate those curls too much. Kind of just let it do its own thing. Wear a silk cap or a silk bonnet or a satin bonnet over it and just fluff it out in the mornings. I recommend put a little oil on it every 2 to 3 days. I have new sprayers so you can spray it directly on, and you'll have a very fun style. That's the finished look. And baby, those curls are popping. That red is yummy. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you guys soon. You could order my oil on Rae-Shell.com. Y'all have a good day. Peace.